Hello, it's me again, Damien Gatto, here for another reaction video. Now, the video I'm about to react to has been brought to us by none other than a Nuke's Top 5. So what we're about to see here by Nuke's Top 5 is actually a fairly interesting video. What we're about to see here is top 10 scary ghost videos to give you pit stains, which makes me feel validly uncomfortable. So let's have fun and get this party started. Now, without further ado, let's... go.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Something in the sewer. Now, this next strange video was recorded for educational purposes by the Athens, Georgia Public Utilities Department. The clips were actually filmed as an educational video for kids to show children what you can and can't flush down a toilet. The footage shows a robotic camera being guided through a long sewer system. Everything appears normal until the camera approaches something very strange in the dark water.
Wait, was that a freaking hand? I swear, that looked like a hand. Video, don't fuck with me.
Something that almost looks like a small headless pale torso appears to be disturbed by the camera, and a creepy looking hand seems to reach out and attempt to grab at the lens. Now, I have no idea what this is, and neither does anyone at the Athens
Well, confirmation, we got sea monsters in the sewer.
Public Utilities Department. They claim the footage is still under investigation. So for now, this eerie figure,
or maybe the sea monster Kappa is migrating, which that would be a big migration,
is a complete and total mystery. The ghosts of the Queen Mary. Paranormal investigator and author Brandon Alvis, who some of you might know from the popular TV series Ghost Hunters, has dedicated many years of his life to researching and recording the paranormal. But even for Brandon, there is one investigation that stands out as particularly creepy. And that is the investigation of the historic RMS Queen Mary. The RMS Queen...
Wait, I don't know where I've heard of it, but that sounds familiar. I swear I've heard of this ship before. Before I got into YouTube and doing videos, I used to watch a lot of paranormal-based shows like Ghost Stories, A Haunting, different stuff. All kinds of paranormal-based shows. And I swear this came up in one of them. I swear I've heard this before. Queen Mary. Sounds familiar. Can't put my finger on it.
Queen Mary sailed the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967, serving as both a cruise ship and even an Allied troop ship during World War II. The ship has seen its fair share of tragic deaths, one of them being that of a little girl who drowned in the ship's swimming pool. Many visitors and employees claim that the ship's swimming pool area is very haunted, and some even say that they've seen the spirits of both women and children dressed in
Like, here's my honest belief. I believe if spirits die in a messed up manner and they had unfinished business, then yes, they're going to stick around. They're not just going to pass on and leave automatically. Especially if you have unfinished business that you wanted to handle. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I'm just saying, I believe that. I believe if someone has unfinished business when they die, they're going to try continuing the unfinished business in death. I mean, that's just saying. I mean, if I died in a drastic manner and I had things I still wanted to do, heaven knows I wouldn't pass on right away. I'd still want to finish what I started. Like, it makes sense.
1930s style swimsuits. While investigating the swimming pool area, Brandon and a fellow investigator both hear something disturbing.
Like, and this is just personal. Ever since my uncle passed away, I've had some weird experiences. Weird experiences, puzzling dreams. I think the most puzzling thing that happened to me recently is I was taking a nap, and I woke up to someone yelling for me. The voice sounded like my uncle. So I ran out to check whose it was. My dad was asleep. My mom was asleep. Nobody was there. Nobody could have possibly yelled out my name. And I could have sworn it was Uncle's voice. Why he was trying to get my attention, I still don't know. But, just saying, it's weird. All I know is I woke up to his voice shouting for me to come get some. I don't know what it was about. All I heard him was shouting, "Come here!" And then I got up. It was just weird. But that's the experience I've had. And also this door opening on its own, which is kind of weird, but I look over it. Yeah, but then there was that one guy on Twitch when I was streaming that said, "Who is that behind you?" Crap, am I being haunted? But besides that...
Come closer. No way.
Did I just hear a voice saying... I can't tell what it said. I mean in the video. Just pointing that out.
An unknown voice yells out from somewhere nearby.
That could either be that could either be a ghost trying to scare you or warn you. Like, for example, if there's two ghosts there, one's good, if there's two spirits there, one's good, one's evil, one's about to push you in the pool. Like, that would make sense. The other spirit's trying to tell you to get out of there. But that's just my assumption. But, just saying. Yep, that get out was definitely a warning, because now another voice says, "Help us." Yeah, definitely something's going on.
But that's not all that Brandon captured on the RMS Queen Mary. Now, Brandon is completely alone except for one other investigator and a security guard. The pool is empty and is no longer in use, and the area is off limits to all other guests. So what happens next is truly chilling.
I frickin' just saw a child. No one tell me I didn't. I just frickin' saw a child. I'm not a frickin' idiot.
Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen in one of the swimming pool changing stalls. The chilling figure appears to have glowing eyes as it watches the small group from the shadows.
And like I said, it looks like how do you know that's not just the spirit of the kid who drowned?
Brandon says that they did not see anything at the time of the recording. So just who
Like, I can believe that's a little girl.
or what is lurking in the dark? Let me know what you think. You can read about Brandon Alvis's spooky experiences while investigating haunted places in his new book, Elements of a Haunting. Cradle Creeper. Proud parents Kaylee and Stuart have a TikTok account dedicated to their newborn daughter, Rin May. The account usually chronicles happy experiences from the young family's life. So when this next video was posted, their viewers were shocked.
Is that bed breathing? Okay. Those were freaking fingers. I'm not... You can't argue that was anything else. Don't give me there's a logical explanation. Those were fingers. Those were freaking fingers. Freaking sake.
night vision cameras first capture a bizarre unexplained shadow in the upper left corner of the room. Then, what seems like a creepy little hand can be seen clawing at little Ren May's crib mattress. The newborn sleeps right through it, but Dad Stewart hears a noise and wakes up. And just as Stewart looks over at the crib, the hand quickly disappears out of sight. Parents Kaylee and Stewart are very disturbed by the incident and say that they have no idea what they captured on camera. Haunted by the past. Paranormal investigator Alex from the YouTube channel Hunting the
Yeah, and then you run into that type of spirit that's just angry and can't let go of the past, so it can't leave. Which is another messed up prospect. Being dead, and because of the fact you can't let go of the past, you're not able to pass on. Messed up prospect.
Unknown is joined by his friend Tony as they set out to investigate the allegedly haunted Knowlton Church in Dorset, England.
A haunted church. Well.
The ancient church has been left in ruins, sitting in an empty field. However, this wasn't...
Wait, that's a church? It looks more like a castle.
always the case. Over 500 years ago, the church was surrounded by a thriving English village. Then, tragedy struck. In the year 1485, all of the village's inhabitants, men, women, and children, were struck down by the sickness of the bubonic plague, aka the Black Death. No one in the village survived. The old crumbling church is said to be forever haunted by their spirits. So, cut back to modern times, and in the dark of night, the two investigator team Hunting the Unknown explore the old Knowlton Church. They get a few responses from their spirit box, and their motion-activated lights are triggered a few times, but nothing too dramatic. That is, except for when they start to explore with their thermal camera. What they catch is shocking.
So guys, we're going to try something new. We've got a thermal camera attached to my phone. We're going to try and turn it on and see if we can try and see anything on camera. The ball's still got like this, so we're going to try and aim it in this direction and see what we can get. So let's get into that. I don't know if that camera... Oh! What? Oh man, what the we just caught? What? What the? What the? Oh, no way. Literally just there, mate.
There we go. It's there.
Was that, whatever you caught, was that spirit drunk? Because with the way it was walking, I could say it was.
Whatever it is, it's there, bro. Mate. Mate, that's a person.
Look, it's like a kid. Runs off over there behind that.
Yeah.
Like here.
Over in the corner.
It runs off here. Yeah. And it goes like that. Into here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What? Come on.
A childlike figure can be seen running past Alex and then disappearing right into a solid stone wall. The investigators are shocked by their capture of what appears to be a child spirit running around in the church. So could this be the ghost of a little boy or girl who was one of the tragic victims of the plague so many centuries ago? Let me know your thoughts down below. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Newburn Haunting. Sam Aldridge, his wife.
Oh, I forgot one thing. When I was talking about me being haunted, when I was talking about my room possibly being haunted, I forgot to mention one thing. I had a friend that showed me a picture of one of my older videos, showed me a picture of the backdrop, and he circled two things in my backdrop that looked like faces staring at me while I was doing the video, which kind of creeped me out, but hey, no harm, no foul, but still creepy. I don't know really what to make of it. All I do know, really, is the original owners of this place left in a hurry. Let's put it that way.
wife and 2 young children live in a beautiful home in New Bern, North Carolina that was built in the late 1950s. Although the home is charming and spacious, Sam says that the property's history is not good. One of the previous owners passed away in the upstairs master bedroom, and the remains of 2 unidentified individuals were found buried in the backyard. Cause of death unknown. Sam and his wife have both witnessed creepy, unexplained activity in the house, and they believe their home might be haunted. Even their family dog Loki seems very disturbed by what's going on.
Oh, you're asking for trouble if you name your dog Loki.
He has no shot collar, no shot collar at all. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off just so you'll know that there's nothing there. Come on, bud. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Tail down. Oh, I posted it.
Yeah, this dog knows something. Obviously, he's actually seen what's in this house. And he's not amused. You can see the serious look in that dog's eyes like, please. Please help me. Like, I'm just saying, I know that look.
See, man.
It's the same look my dog's and my dad's dog gives when thunder strikes happen.
Both heard that. And see, now he's gonna fucking run and leave me out here like a douchebag.
What happened? What happened to be man's protector, boy?
See? Straight up.
Sam says that not only does the house
You know, this thing must be one scary entity for him to be like, F my owner, I'm getting out of here.
have an odd history, but an odd layout as well. In particular, there is a strange door upstairs that seems to lead nowhere, and has no stairs leading up to it. In a video, as Sam explains where the door is located, he captures something downright creepy.
You can kind of see just how high up that door actually is.
That looks like a place you'd secretly have someone trapped.
If you're on the bottom floor, yeah, you're looking at 10 plus 8, so you're looking at least 18 feet from your feet coming down.
You know, the whole doors where there don't need to be doors stuff kind of reminds me of the old Winchester house. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's a house where I think that the woman believed her house was haunted, so she'd create these random layouts to confuse spirits until the day she died. And still to this day, it's a tourist attraction. You can see where she built all these random freaking passages that lead to nowhere. That kind of reminds me of that.
Why the f?
A strange shadow figure can be seen, and 2 different voices can be heard seemingly speaking to Sam.
If you're on the bottom floor, bottom floor, bottom floor. Why the f?
Hey, watch out. I can't tell if they're trying to help you or mess with you.
Sam has no idea what he just captured and simply explains that the area behind the door is attic storage space. So, one night Sam begins to hear strange sounds.
No offense, man, but if I were you, I'd look a lot deeper into the history of your home. I mean deep. I mean deep, deep. Because obviously something's going on here. Something beyond 2 bodies being buried in the yard.
Throughout his house. He hits record on his phone and goes to investigate. And that's when he sees something that shocks him to his core.
If it wasn't for the ghost and the creepy atmosphere, I do like the architecture. I will say that, even though it's weird. Do you know that feeling you get, or how you're so creeped out you feel like you're drowning? I had that feeling just for a split second.
Holy.
What looks like creepy, glowing, wide-set eyes seem to appear out of the darkness, peering at Sam as he stares back in terror. Whatever it is, then just seems to disappear. And that's not all that Sam has captured inside his haunted home. The creepy activity even starts to occur in the middle of the day.
It looks like whatever's in this house is making it clear that it can get you whenever it frickin' wants.
A loud sound startles Sam, and when he turns around, a white translucent figure appears to push a rocking horse, causing it to rock slowly back and forth. Now, with all this collected and highly disturbing footage, of course Sam's TikTok following is undecided on whether to believe his story or just write it off as another elaborate TikTok hoax. So is it real supernatural activity? Or just some very good
Now, back to the video.
editing? As always, I leave that up to you to decide. The Village of Shadows. Japanese paranormal YouTuber Takachi Camera travels to a creepy abandoned village somewhere in the mountains of Japan. Over the years, many curious visitors to the old deserted village have claimed to experience terrifying paranormal activity. So the YouTuber decides to see for himself if the ghost stories are true. Takachi goes inside one of the few remaining homes in the village to start his investigation. But no sooner than he gets all of his camera equipment set up, he starts to hear strange footsteps just outside the building.
ほらほらほらマジ来てる影が来てる影がいっぱい影おる多分一人じゃないマジ囲まれてるこれどうなのちょっと待って静か静か静か静か静か静かちょっと待って気配消して完全に気配消してほらほら来てる来てる来てるマジ
Okay, that was a person.
嘘やろ嘘やろ嘘やろ嘘やろどういう状況
Takachi watches in horror as someone seems to be walking around his equipment just outside the abandoned home. Fearing the worst, Takachi believes that there might be squatters or other people roaming around the abandoned village. He decides that the situation is just too unsafe and decides to leave. Now, as if that wasn't creepy enough, Takachi has no idea that this isn't the only spooky event that he recorded that night. Later, he's checking back over his footage, and he notices that as he was recording his video intro, he caught something absolutely chilling.
ちょっと待っていやちょっと待って足音めっちゃ聞こえるって嘘やろちょっと待っていやそう皆様お久しぶりでございます。今日はですねとある廃村に来ているんですけれども、僕の動画を見ていただいている方の中には幽霊の存在を信じてない方も多いかと思います。 僕もですね、今までいろんな心霊スポットに行ってとても危険な目に遭ってきました。ですが幽霊の存在を 100% 信じてるわけではありません。なので今日もですね、いろんな取れ高アイテムを持ってきましたので、それを使って幽霊の存在を証明していきたいと思います。来てるな。
Takuchi is completely unaware that just behind him, a bizarre shadow-like figure is slowly approaching. So could it be that the paranormal YouTuber
If I were you, I'd leave. Just leave.
captured one of the spirits that previous visitors claimed to have seen? Or just what is this? Let me know what you think. Afraid of the dark. The following footage was shared to Reddit by a concerned father who believes that his family might be dealing with an evil presence inside their home. He says that they've all seen and heard things in their house that they can't explain. So, late one night, the static camera in their kitchen captures this eerie sound.
Okay, disembodied scream from hell. Nice to meet you.
This bizarre high-pitched sound was heard at 3:25 in the morning. Now, Reddit users are quick to write it off as either cars outside or the screeching of old plumbing. But the man who posted the video is not so convinced. Later, the worried father shares another video captured by his security camera. In the video, his daughter seems to get the scare of a lifetime.
What the hell? What was it? I couldn't tell what that was, but whatever it was, it scared the bejesus out of her. Yikes!
The young girl is woken up when her radio suddenly turns on. The girl then claims that she saw a shadowy figure just standing in her room. She lets out a piercing scream as she jumps from her bed and runs to her parents' bedroom. Her parents rush to her room to check it out, but they don't find anything. So what do you think is going on?
What I think is obviously something horrible happened in that house, and you might want to look into it.
On here, is this just a child's overactive imagination or a nightmare? Or could the girl actually have seen a scary shadow figure standing in her bedroom? Either way, I believe that one thing is certain, and that is that her terrified reaction is in no way fake or staged.
No, I believe this one. I believe it. There's no explaining that amount of fear.
But you decide. The never-ending nightmare. These next creepy videos were recorded by Kathy Gallinger from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmares. I originally featured Kathy years ago after she began to experience unexplained activity in her home in Canada.
Okay guys, so I came in my room, heard a noise, in the closet again, closet's open, the dog hasn't left.
Wait, I think I remember this from another one I reacted to. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Let's see what you hear.
Yep, I definitely remember this. I definitely remember this person.
What the
Now, the activity has begun to affect not only her cute little dog Lucy, but also her cats Salem and Stormy as well.
Well, Satan, nice to see you today.
Stormy violently hisses at something that we can't see, and then jumps onto the kitchen counter to hide. Now, maybe this footage can simply be explained away as a cat just being weird. But this next clip is a lot harder to explain, and this time it's Kathy's other cat, Salem, that is caught in a quote, paranormal nightmare.
A demonic smoke emitting from two dolls is never a good sign.
Salem appears to be spooked and is keeping a close eye on an old doll. Then an ominous dark cloud of smoke appears out of thin air, frightening the cat and sending it dashing away in fear. Kathy believes that her collection of antique dolls might have spirits attached to them. She thinks that these spirits might be causing the terrifying activity in her home. But what do you think? I highly recommend checking out Kathy's YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmares, where she shares the many captures of supernatural activity in her home. Lurking outside. TikTok user Bruno5M claims that he and his family often see strange things around their farm in Tucumán, Argentina, including the mysterious figure of a
Tucumán, that sounds like a Pokemon. Don't judge me.
young girl dressed all in black roaming the countryside. One
Well, it could be a gypsy.
night, without the family knowing, Bruno's young sister sees something outside her window, moving around in the dark. Inexplicably, she sneaks out to record all on her own. And needless to say, it did not go well.
Hola chicos, estoy grabando este video porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a comprar una cosa en el almacén y mi...
Kid, no offense. I respect your moxie. I respect your gumption and moxie. But seriously, kid, you shouldn't be doing this alone. I mean, for goodness sakes, kid. This is how every kid disappears in a horror movie. For goodness sakes, this is how every kid ends up on an FBI missing list. But besides that.
Mi hermano, Seban está en la pieza, pero yo sentí olorado por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero quiero tratar de grabar. ¡Ah!
Kid, don't you have a neighbor or somebody you could have brought with you? I know you're in the country, but seriously.
Miren eso.
I'm more worried about the kid than the ghost. Run!
The girl's brother says that he and his family are shocked that the young girl went outside to film on her own. He says that she is doing fine, but is still a bit shaken up by the...
What the hell is that? Is that the wife of the crypt keeper? Kid, go home and never go back.
a strange encounter to this day. So what do you think this creepy figure with glowing eyes could be? Paranormal or not, I leave it to you to decide. Run. YouTube user Adam Lowen and two of his friends are exploring an allegedly haunted house in Portland, Oregon. He says that he has heard strange, unexplained noises there in the middle of the night and has even seen things moving around in the dark. They plan to record proof of what Adam believes to be paranormal phenomenon. It did not go well.
Turn on your flashlight. Okay.
No, seriously, if you die, I have to go home, and that's not very fun.
No, that's hilarious.
They locked it. What the f? Are you still
It's not locked, dude. Check it out. Say that.
Dude, somebody's told to live down here.
All right, wait. Where? Okay. What are you doing?
Is it on?
Yeah, what's going on?
All right.
Dude, I'm not going. I'm not going. Go. Nicole, I think you should go. Go.
Dude, there's spider webs. You know what?
All right, let's do. Let's
I'm
leave.
just afraid of spiders. Dude, come on.
What? All right, let me get some footing here. It's kind of hard.
Dude, just go. Hurry up. You go.
Dude, what the f? What was? Get it, go!
A white shapeless apparition scares the out of them as it screeches out of a doorway, and the three friends run out of the house in abject terror. Now, this original video was uploaded way back in 2008, but to this day, Adam says that he has no explanation for what happened
Frickin' damn, this thing is serious.
that night. Adam's never posted another paranormal video on his channel. He says that since that night, he has stayed away from the paranormal and has just dedicated his channel to his love for music and video games. So is it real? Or is it all just a 14-year-old elaborate hoax? I leave it up to you to decide. Thanks for watching. My post schedule is just kinda all off now. So please subscribe and hit the bell so that you get updates whenever a new video is posted. Instagram is here. Twitter is here. And hopefully, I'll see you next week.
Well, that was a good one, actually. I actually enjoyed it. And if you're wondering, that was my mom. She needs help with one of the reptile pens in the house. But besides that, this was actually a good one. I just have no words. This was actually a good one. It did creep me out a lot. But I'm just saying, damn. Some spirits just don't mess around. But besides that, I hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. This was by Anuke's Top 5's great channel. Be sure to check him out. Be sure to hit his notification bell because heaven knows he needs it. And I do know how it feels to have an upload schedule being erratic. Because heaven knows mine is. But besides that, be sure to check out his channel. He does excellent work just like this. Also, be sure to check out my channel, Damien Gatto Reactions. And if there is a notification bell, I hope there is, please click it. Also, be sure to leave any comments or videos that are recommended in the description down below, and also check out the poll I left in the community tab. Also, be sure... I'm doing it again. Besides that, have a nice, stupendous day. Hope you all take care, and still, stay glassy.